Hi, I'm Somadeep and I'm building Nix. Cross-border payment look instant from outside, but for stellar anchors, it's pretty painful because bank settlement takes 1 to 5 days. So anchors are forced to keep money pre-funded across payout corridors just to make user feel like money moved instantly. Now that capital is not working, it's just sitting there as cost of speed. And for smaller or growing anchors, this is painful because they may already hold real collateral on chain like treasuries and real world assets, but using that cause chance of front running. The market is real. Arc already proved that thing. But there is a problem with Arc's business model. It was unsecured. So access depend on underwriting. If you don't pass that bar, even with collateral, you are out. That's why we built Nix. Nix lets approved Stellar Anchor borrow short-term CUSDC against confidential tokenized real-world asset collateral. ZK proved that the collateral is enough after Oracle pricing and a haircut and helps institutions to create a private credit scores on chain. Best part, using compliance hooks, it focuses on productionized compliance workflows. Let's say this is Beta. He's a licensed Stellar Anchor with KYB support. Now, a 50K USD to PHP payout just landed. Now, instead of parking idle cash, Beta wants to borrow against what it already holds tokenized T bills, whose balance is encrypted on chain. The lending terms here are being read live from the policy contract. So it asks for exactly what the payout needs, 50,000. But how do you lend against a balance nobody can see? That's what's happening right now. A zero knowledge proof that the hidden balance covers this loan without ever revealing it. And here it is verified on chain. A real transaction you will be able to see on the Explorer when the proof will be generated, and I will click on the Explorer. Okay, so now with the proof accepted, Beta draws the 50,000 in confidential USDC. This is real transfer settling on Stellar right now. But look at what actually hits the ledger. Not an amount, just an encrypted commitment. Anyone watching the chain can see basically Alpha received something from the facility. They can verify it happened. They just can't read how much. See here, now I'm going to go to the observer dashboard. See, this is the public observer dashboard section. Now see what the rest of the world sees of the same loan. It exists, it's proven safe, and every single number is hidden. Okay, so now let me show you guys the hash which I opened just some times ago. Yeah, this is the hash. Yeah, this is what I am talking about. Now let's go to the auditor dashboard. Let's see what auditors can see. Hidden doesn't mean unaccountable. Same page, but now with the auditor's key, it decrypts those copies locally and every number appears. Who sees what is decided by keys, not by promises? Now, 3 days later, the remittance fees have come in and Beta repays. And that collateral unlocks, right? Yeah. And that repayment isn't just the end of the loan, it becomes a evidence. A second proof shows Alpha repaid on time at least twice out of three without exposing which one was late. Do that every cycle, and you have built a credit history that no one ever got to read. See, let the proof be generated. Yeah, here is it. So this is how you build on-chain credit history, but that is private. So when a regulator asks us about it, Beta doesn't open the books. It shares exactly one fact, the link. Decrypts in regulator's own browser using selected disclosures when the only threshold is met. Everything else explicitly not shared. You can see he will share the link, and we will simulate the regulator's browser here right now. And wait for a second. And yeah, see, you can just click on the specific link. And yep, you can see that's what is selective disclosure. Thanks.